The following program contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox After Dark, the late night great night show where Dean, the Dream, Martin, John the Everyday Collector, CM Chuck, Classy Thomas, and Lane the Legend Kramer talk about our dreams, our lives, our trials, our tribulations, and more. Dean, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. It's been a relatively chill day. It's been a pretty good week too, all things considered. I definitely need to buy a new chair. My back is killing me. Zachy gave me a chair many a moon ago, and it's old. It's getting, it's getting up there in age. So I definitely need to replace it soon because it's hurt my back and my buns sitting in it. But I've been watching a lot of old Disney movies this week, and god damn it, they used to be so fantastic.
Oh, tell me about it. Which one?
I was watching The Great Mouse Detective.
Okay.
I fucking love that movie. It's so good. And then what else did we watch? We watched a few old movies, and then clips from movies. Me and my sister, and then I was listening to the Tangled soundtrack, which I know that movie's not old, but it's it came out in 2010, so it's technically almost 15 years old at this point, which is crazy. But I love Tangled. I fucking adore that movie. And Frozen and watching Frozen clips, and I just wish Disney would get back to just making fucking good movies instead of fucking bullshit. But
you tell me you don't like Kanto?
No, Encanto. Compare Encanto to fucking what's the one with the little Mexican boy?
the dead thing of a G or something?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I mean, they were like, "Oh my god, Mexicans love us. Let's make another one."
It's
and
all.
It's not the same. It's so soulless. If you go from that movie to Encanto, it's like, no, this ain't it. It's not the worst movie in the world, but it's you could tell they were fucking. It was a money grab. But
Equan says John was expecting Dean to say he watched Richie Rich.
No, but tonight we're watching Princess and the Frog. So it's been a fun week for hanging out with my sister. So
Awesome.
There we go. Thomas, you got a new mic?
No, that it's the same mic. It's just a different stand.
nice.
You are
Looks
coming
good.
in hot. It sounds great. You're just coming in a little hot. Let me try to dial you in. Sorry for the tech. No, you're in cardioid mode, right?
In what mode?
Cardioid mode on the back. It should be the dial where you can select the heart. Should be on the side of the mic that's facing us.
Okay.
Yeah.
This button here.
Yeah. Well, hang on.
How's
Don't
that?
just adjust it.
Don't turn
You
it
have
all the
look
way
at
to the
it.
left. It self-destructs.
Because Chuck, on that mic, you talk into the Yeti logo, right?
Yeah, Yeti.
Okay, so you're talking to the mic backwards right now. You got to turn the mic, I think. Right?
Oh.
Chuck?
Yeah.
Help me out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to the...
Yeah,
rotate the
that's-
mic 180 degrees. Hang on, before you do anything. Look at the other side of the mic. You see how...
Yeah.
there's a
two
word...
buttons here.
Yeah, but look on the other side of the mic. You see how there's that silver blue logo? That's the
Yeah.
side that has the mic. So you got to rotate it so that's facing you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll let you figure that out. John, how are we doing today? Sorry, we had some major tech issues. I didn't get to dial everyone in, so that's my apologies, Thomas.
Doing well. It's been pretty quiet over here. Wife was off last week, so had some fun with the kids. She's back to work this week, so I'm exhausted.
You looted her immediately.
And I've been like Dean watching Disney stuff. Finding Nemo is on the replay.
Bro, I heard the dumbest theory about Finding Nemo today. It pissed me off.
Don't ruin anything for me. Because when I see my kid
never seen
react,
You haven't seen Finding Nemo?
no, I have, but don't
Oh.
ruin anything for. Because when I see my kid get excited when the turtles and stuff come on, I
Yeah.
just don't want to be.
Thinking about something else. Yeah.
And then Finding Dory.
Honestly, it's such a stupid theory that
What is it?
I won't even
What is it?
entertain it.
No, what is it though?
That Marlin is imagining Nemo. Like Nemo doesn't actually exist. But I'm like, Nemo reacts with everybody in the movie. It's not like the Sixth Sense kid where it's like when you really pay attention, he doesn't actually interact with people. But it's like everyone talks to Nemo. The
I can
guy
understand.
caught the fish.
I can understand if Nemo. I can understand if Nemo was with him at all times, but there's scenes where he's
It's
in the-
just Nemo, exactly.
Exactly.
So I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard because they're like, but barracudas don't eat clownfish, but clownfish eat clownfish. So his mother probably ate all the eggs, and Marlin like killed her, and his traumatic response
What
is
the-
imagining Nemo, and I'm like, no, because Nemo talks to everybody in that movie.
Boy, that's modern
That was-
nihilism. Just
that's
like
if,
floating through. Jeez.
M.
Yeah,
Night Shyamalan was gonna.
Yeah, that's just like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But
That's almost
yeah,
worse
Papa
than The
Roach-
Village.
I don't know if anything's worse within the village. Well, maybe,
Oh, I love the village. I love
The
the
Village was okay. Yeah.
what about the what was the one with the trees?
The Happening.
That movie's fucking stupid.
The Happening.
I would say that might be the last. I hated Devil. Devil was the one I thought was stupid.
It's so familiar,
Devil.
The Happening.
In the elevator, where they're in the elevator.
Oh yeah, that was stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I felt like he was kind of falling off.
That was
Do I
one?
sound okay now, guys? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you weren't the issue. It was
I
my
thought
fault.
that
What were you saying, Lane?
I thought M. Night Shyamalan started going down when Lady That Sank Under the Water died at the box office or whatever.
That's
was
such
the
a good
beginning.
movie, though, Lane. That's a good movie.
Bro, for all of M. Night Shyamalan's fucking faults, It's Behind is the fucking scariest fucking 30 seconds of like literally when I say that shook me to my fucking core as like I think I was like 8 or 9 or 10 when that movie came out.
Yeah,
I'm talking
easily.
like dread, bro. Like for such a kind of nothing burger scene, right? I mean, the tension, the Joaquin Phoenix's reaction, like I mean, it
I
was
never heard of that. What's it called?
Yeah, I never heard of that either. Is that?
No, you fools. Well, from Signs. You haven't seen Signs?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, from
Oh.
Signs.
That
Oh, yeah.
part.
Where
yeah.
where Joaquin Phoenix
That-
is watching the TV, he's like, "Why would they kill children? Why would
Yes.
It's behind. Ah, he fucking
they?
freaks
It's
out.
behind." And then the fucking
Dude.
alien just like,
Bigfoot.
Yeah,
bro.
I still
Yeah, the
jump on that
Bigfoot
part. Like,
pose.
oh shit.
Dude, that shit. Fuck. Like literally, his reaction was I was like, oh my god,
Oh yeah.
Um,
Ekwan points out Avatar. His version of the Last Airbender. Ooh boy, or
There we
even
go.
better.
Abe Dunk TV with the super chat. Sorry for the trouble, boys. Getting some feedback though from someone's headphones. But yeah, Abe, it's okay, bud. We'll figure out your mic with. We'll get you sorted, but you might need to get a new mic. I think that the cord might be bad because it was weird. He would like come in real crisp, and then he would do nothing, and then it would, it just wouldn't work. So, I really don't know what to say about that. I just don't know. Let's see here. Sorry, John, did you give your summary of your
Yeah, I
week?
went in.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
it was good.
Chuck.
Just
Sorry, I
Nemo.
was trying to dial people in. Chuck, how's
No,
your
you're
week
good.
been?
I felt like I interrupted John too. Sorry, John.
Yeah, they all did. It's fine. I'm used to
I'm
it.
sorry, bro.
Yeah,
I
it's
love you,
okay.
bud.
Yeah.
A week was good, guys. Yeah, I just got out of seeing The Crow in theater for the 30th anniversary. So that was cool. I hadn't seen it on the big screen probably since the 90s. And then Monday we got through the extended cut of Far From Home, which was awesome. And then I watched a Thomas suggestion today. Classy Thomas suggested I watch Mia Goth in Pearl. So I watched
Yes.
that.
How'd you like it?
That was good. I thought it was really cool. And apparently, Thomas, the follow up to that is
Maxine.
Right. Well, yeah, but there's one
Oh,
in between called X, right?
well, yeah, X actually was the first one,
Okay.
and Pearl is the follow-up, which kind of gives Pearl's backstory, and
I
then the
see.
end of the trilogy will be Maxine.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, and it's funny too. We're talking about M Night because the trailers before the Crow re-release tonight was like lots of stuff. I think Bob Dylan in the chat mentioned Trap. I think that's going to be. I don't know if he's doing that or producing or something like that, but there's that one, and then there's there was like several projects this guy's got like his hands in
Yeah.
or whatever. I think his sister or something like that, or wife is directing something and he's producing. They look pretty cool though. I gotta say the stuff that I saw that looked pretty cool. Trap was one of them, and
Nice.
yes, some cool stuff. But yeah, other than that, it was a good week. We had the week off last week from the show, but we should be back this Friday for sure, talking comic stuff. So it should be fun.
There we go. Classy, before we get your week summary, let's bring the gain down, which is on now it's on the opposite side of you. There's a one that does the gains, so it should be a little less clicky than the other one. So if you get
All
some
right.
resistance, try the
How
other
is
one.
that? Is that a little bit better?
Other direction.
Other direction? All right.
Yeah, bring
How's
it down.
that?
Keep going.
Keep going? All right, I'm at the end
Really?
of the turn. Want me to try the other button?
Yeah.
But you're gonna say end of the road.
Now this one doesn't turn for some reason. What in the
Well,
world?
hang on. Let's we're gonna figure this out, America. We're
Yes.
gonna do everyone's troubleshooting live. Okay, so you have a Yeti, so fuck, they could put more fucking photos of the Yeti in the fucking Yeti ad. Okay, so the dial closest to the top of the microphone,
Okay.
opposite of you. So in your case that would be that one right there.
Yeah.
Really, that's the lowest it goes?
Yep, that's it.
Try bringing it the other way.
All right. How's that?
Nope. Do it the other way.
Ooh, wait, all right.
Yeah, you're real hot.
Yes, this is the end of it, of the turn.
Zach, is it maybe just that Thomas is closer now with the new arm? The mic's
No,
more in his
this
face. No. Okay.
Possibly, but I don't think it'll be that bad. And then on your microphone, you want to select here. Let me show you what it looks like because you might be on the wrong pattern as well. So let's see. So on your mic, I know this is thrilling television. Classy's on deep fried. I know this is thrilling television. So Classy, on your end, you want to select this one with the heart. So again, you're gonna have to peek over, and it should be the third one.
A heart.
Yep. So there's one that looks like an infinity sign, one that looks like a circle, one that looks like a heart, and one that looks like an 8. You want to pick the one that looks like a heart, and there should be like a little circle dot, and that's how you select it. Do you see what I'm talking about?
This is the podcasting podcast right now.
Yeah, this is not our finest outing, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
And I know you were asking me, Zach, because we're using the Yeti on loan from you guys, and I think we're talking into the back end also. I think.
God damn it! You're still making that mistake?
You know, I thought you talked into the top part where Thomas has his. That's what I thought. I don't
God,
know.
Jesus Christ. Was it on the wrong one, Thomas?
Well, I turned it to the heart.
Okay.
Is that better?
Let's see. So now we're gonna tilt it back down. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, you want to talk to the silver part of the logo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking to the silver.
There we go.
That sounds
There
good.
we go.
That's
now
better?
We're cooking with fire. Okay, so let's double
I
check
thought
that
that was
gain.
Casey Kasem for a second.
Let's double check that gain. Make sure it's all the way down.
All right.
So that would be the top dial now.
Yes, it's all the way at the end.
Huh.
Can you
You have a
say
PC?
I can't get enough of your love, babe?
I can't get enough of your love, baby.
There you go.
Wow.
There it is.
Yeah, maybe just push it a little away from your face. Maybe about 8 inches.
How's
There
that?
we go. There we go. Now
All
we're
right.
fucking fire.
Now we're cooking.
We'll dial that in a little bit after the show, but I think your
Okay.
sound.
Yeah,
is...
I was practically eating it, so now I got it back. Whoopsie.
Yeah,
What's up?
you want about a hand's.
No, by
yeah,
hands,
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you get real close to it, it sounds real. It gets real. You get a lot of
get the Barry White thing
rebel
going on.
There we go. Speaking of White, Lane, how we? No, just kidding. Lane, how we doing today? Oh, I love Lane. Lane, did you sell your crosshair?
No, everybody
gonna-
was.
I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video on it. Not your crosshair in particular, but I think people are acting like fucking fools right now. Not you, the idiots, Lane. The idiots.
They're going for
haters.
crazy money.
Yeah, no.
Get-
well,
Get that
it's
money,
been a-
Lane.
Yeah, well, honestly, I put Crosshair up just kind of on a whim suddenly, like on Saturday. I was just like, let me see if someone would actually, because I don't really want to get rid of them too much because I'm still getting tech and stuff. But I said, hey, if someone's willing to pay that much, that's something I would sell them for. So
There you
then
go, Lane.
whatever happened with it, I didn't even pay attention much to it. I did finally get something in finally yesterday after like sitting apparently in my in my postal service, like post office for like a week almost. But I finally got this in my first figure I ever got from Australia.
Hello.
It was Reva
Wow.
Put another shrimp on the
from
barbie.
Kenobi. Looking forward to unboxing this. I had got this in yesterday. I'm gonna be getting her open soon because I've heard everything about the figure is actually really good,
Pop culture.
and I want more Inquisitor.
Pop
No, I
culture?
got Sugo toys.
Sugo. Okay.
Oh, so good
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, I was surprised though. It didn't actually, because I knew from Hong Kong they wouldn't come with shipper boxes, but apparently from Sugo it didn't come with one either. I was a little bit surprised, but this week, obviously we had the long weekend. I'm hoping you guys all for Memorial Day also had it except for our Canadian, had a good Monday off and everything. It was nice, kind of just relax, but I've more than made up for it at work the last couple of days. Been super busy, but things have been going good and everything. And I would just like, I don't know, Hot Toys and Sideshow to start getting some stuff that I have even from like 5 months ago has been released to like come at this point. But I'm looking forward to. I just actually picked up. I watched the Fallout show. Like
Ooh,
in the
did you like
last, I liked it all right. I'm not the biggest Fallout fan. Like I haven't played a lot of the games and stuff, but I did actually pick up Fallout New Vegas. It was on sale like for $7 with tax on GOG, and I like those also. Yeah. Well, I mean, they are kind of like that. If you go back, I mean, we are talking about gameplay.
Fallout
like
4, bro. I was in a fucking power suit in like the first 15 minutes. Give me that. I was fucking fighting Death Claw.
No, you gotta. Well, that's not till like I think actually if it's because I did not get Fallout 3. I'm gonna get that eventually too.
Yeah,
I don't
I've been
think-
playing
I
New
don't-
Vegas, and it's not. It's taking a while. Taking the
Yeah.
scenic route in this game. I want my NCR armor. I thought I'd get that right away. Motherfuckers
But-
on the box.
But overall, I'm I've liked that. And did any of you guys? I was curious. Play Starfield when it came out? I think Dean
actually,
did.
It's one of Dean's favorite games that he said everyone should play. In fact,
I thought I
he
remember
said it's
him
almost as
saying
good as the
something
sequel
like-
trilogy.
Oh, so he wanted to take a chainsaw to it? Gotcha.
Yeah,
Or
Dean has famously
or
said that
what?
since he's
or-
been
Slander me.
he's famously said he could spend a whole
I'll
show
put
talking
up a
about
lot
bad
of shit.
Starfield.
I'll put up a lot of shit for you, Zach, but don't slander me like that.
I think it's libel.
Oh my goodness gracious! But
I
actually,
wanted
one,
to play it, but I haven't played it yet.
one thing I will when we get post on, I found something Dean might find really cool that he would like to use for some of his graded punchline comics that he has.
What is it?
A place that does Batman statue collectors talked about it. They do custom, like where you can plates and stuff, face plates, and where you can actually put like slab comics in and have them stand up and everything. They're really cool. They've done a ton of them for character, but I don't think they've done one for punchline.
I just 3D printed little comic book stands, but I mean, I mean, you could see a couple of them standing up right there.
Yeah,
Dude, having a
but
3D printer is
but
game
it's
changer.
this place called Red Wolf Collectibles, and they've done a whole bunch of them, and I'm probably going to be getting one because I may finally send off a couple comics finally to get graded. I've gone back and forth doing, especially all the scandal stuff
No free
in the last
advertising.
while.
So what? I guess what are you trying to get?
Not sure yet. Like I'm not familiar with them, but I had talked to Chris Cadley, and he had brought me to or something. Um,
Oh yeah. These things are as much as a fucking slab book.
yeah, about $45 for them. But,
Jesus,
You know how
Lane,
many
what the hell?
punchlines I have slabs?
well, I didn't say
Jesus.
for all of them. Jesus Christ! I said like get
Jesus,
one,
Lane.
like get your first appearance or something on there. Um, but did any of you guys go see the Furiosa movie over the weekend?
No, I've been wanting to.
I'm interested to hear some people because I haven't seen it yet. I was planning to go with a friend on Monday, but he ended up not being able to go, so I just decided to wait. But kind of crashed at the box office. But
I heard that.
um,
I wonder
Did
why.
it? I
Yeah, it did terribly.
yeah,
Really?
I
well,
just feel like no one's going to the movies. Yeah, it's like
well, you
people
got to
just-
remember though, Fury Road, which is considered maybe the best movie in that entire series. You're talking about a series that had like a 28-year or something like that in between. And it doesn't have Max in it. It doesn't. It's 10 years ago that the last one came out. It doesn't have any of the principal cast whatsoever, like original actors or anything.
what about that
And
guy with the skull mask or what?
Morton Joe, but the actor who played him is dead.
Oh, it's a different guy.
Yeah, it's a younger version of him because the guy who played Morton Joe was the same guy who played the villain in the original Mad Max movie, The Toe Cutter.
Okay.
But he was like 70 something. He died like a few years back. But
Damn.
even Fury Road finished like number 2 its opening weekend back when it came out in 2014. So I think that's
Everyone
more.
said it's a really good movie. I just
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
I've heard good
love
things
Fury
about it.
Road.
Yeah, but Furiosa's but not supposed to be quite as good. But
Yeah, I
it's
heard it's not as good.
But that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. I mean, Fury Road is maybe one of the best action movies made in the last 20 years, 25 years. But I think it's just because the Mad Max franchise to expect that to be a tentpole like that. I don't know if that's like it's a prequel. So there's a lot of things working for that. I was just interested in anybody else who
I was told that Chris
who'd never seen
Hemsworth did a really good job in there.
that. Yeah, Demented
Yeah, I
is supposed
heard
to be a
that too.
great bad guy. Like they say,
Yeah.
he's crazy. And
What was the
he's
last
good.
thing that did well at the box office? Like because
Dune?
I feel like people
Fucking-
just aren't going to the movies.
no the what was it that
Avatar?
the Star Wars movie did really well.
Well, like the re-release, right?
Yeah, it made like $20 million. Like,
Okay, so that's like
Oh, that
fans
doesn't
going
count,
back
though.
out. Yeah, I don't think that
how does it not
counts.
count? How does it not
It's,
count? People went to
it's
the
a
movie.
re-release.
Who cares?
I care. Fuck re-releases.
It's still a movie that did well at the box office. You didn't
It's
clarify.
basically-
It
No,
was,
but it's the same movie. But it's only built on nostalgia. Nothing's being remade or
Yeah, but
right?
they're
Yeah, I think Bob Dylan hit it on the head in the
who's
chat.
watching
there.
YouTube right now? Jesus.
Uh,
I'm trying to do a show right now. I'm trying to do a television show.
no free advertising, Dean.
Yeah, what the hell?
these Bob Dylan.
I'm actually watching our Baldur's Gate. I'm looking for a clip.
I appreciate that.
I was
let's-
watching last night's show earlier before, so I hopped on late.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
I need a mirror to watch my Baldur's Gate.
Hey, hold
Wow.
on now. Hey,
Hello.
I was actually watching because I heard there was controversy with Ben's comments, and I wanted to see that. But
Oh yeah, Ben said something nasty yesterday. Some nastiness.
I love it. That's what
It's
draws
funny.
me in. No, but I do
know.
think that what Bob says about the theater attrition is really there. Like the pricing is crazy. You know, we went today
Bro,
and
it's
like
so fucking expensive to go to the movies. It's ridiculous.
my sister dropped $50 tonight, and it's just her and her son she was paying for. You know what I mean? Like
Really?
it was like
Equal says
Okay.
Mario. That was a
Yeah,
good
but
movie.
that was last year though. This year, I think maybe
Oh, we're
God
Okay,
damn,
only
you
but
got
yeah.
too many
June
fucking
part two?
stipulations. You got
No,
too many
we're in May.
stipulations on
Well,
this.
well,
Well, no. I just mean like I think the last thing that I can remember did well. I think it was probably after was Barbie and Oppenheimer after Mario.
Oh, Barbie. Yeah,
Oppenheimer,
yeah.
bro. Everyone
Yeah.
was watching that fucking
That's already
movie.
like a while back. Like that's like I feel like
Last summer.
because I
Stupid
feel
movie.
people said that like Fall Guy was good also, but nobody went to see it because people just don't want to go to the
No,
theater.
that movie
Did it
looked
suck?
terrible. It just looked terrible.
I mean, I've been going to watch
Ryan Reynolds.
movies that have been out for years in the theater, and there's really nothing besides this Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that's attracting me to want to go. But again, I'm waiting.
Alien
Oh,
Romulus.
you're part of the attrition. One
I am.
six shooter says, "I hate that we have 3 days on a traditional outdoor holiday weekend to support a movie, or it's doomed."
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Well, yeah,
man.
but that's how it's been for like decades, though. Usually, the open weekend, most times for movies, set the precedent.
I mean, that's them for picking a stupid ass weekend to drop a movie.
Yeah,
Well, you
well,
know-
but this has always been a big weekend thing. I mean, even Garfield, which was a kid, more family friendly movie, did all right.
But
not
Garfield
great.
that just came out.
Yeah, Garfield's
with,
out.
with Ryan Reynolds voicing him.
I can't fucking stand
no,
Ryan Reynolds.
it's not Ryan Reynolds. It's
No,
Mario.
No,
It's Chris
yeah,
Pratt.
no,
Chris Pratt, yeah.
is
I
I was gonna say that guy that does everything.
Yeah, fucking Chris Pratt. I don't want to hear his voice as fucking Garfield either.
Yeah.
decent Mario.
I know I'm gonna sound like a jackass, but like I waited for Dune 2 and then I watched it and I was like, boy, I'm glad I waited.
Oh, I love Dune Part 2. I went to see it in the movie theater.
So is it streaming on Max or Prime? Because I saw a commercial streaming
It's on Max.
Prime.
It's on Max.
It's on Max, yeah.
That's a Warner Brothers movie.
Lane, you didn't feel like those two movies could have been one movie? I felt like those two movies could have been one movie.
Well, no, I think that there was too much diverse plot, but I do wonder how the hell they're going to do if they're saying we're going to do Doom Messiah at the way Part 2 ended. I don't actually see how that.
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen Doom Messiah yet.
Well, Doom Messiah is a book.
Yeah, I fucking know it's a book, but don't spoil the book for me. Or don't spoil the ending of the second movie for me. I know what happened to Doom Messiah, but don't spoil it for me, Lane. I'm
Probably all
going to
die.
be watching it very soon. Let's see here. What do y'all in the chat? What do you think of this background we have here? The little stars. I think it might be our new background for going forward for CW. I kind of like it. Dean said he liked it too. It's very like elegant, I think.
Very
Well,
zen.
Very relaxing.
Equin's like firing away today.
Anyways, so getting to my week, boy, it's been a week. Victoria went out of town Tuesday, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm fucking basically crippled right now. My foot has this huge hole in it, basically. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
It's terrible. Yeah, well, it's like on the top of the foot, but it's like, I don't know if it's like a blister or something, but I don't know. I was working outside Saturday, and I felt like I know I didn't have heat stroke, but I felt like I had like heat exhaustion because I was like doing the yard, and then I was it was I think it was Monday. I was doing the yard, I was grilling, and then I was like building this umbrella for our rose garden. I was just like doing all this shit like back to back to back, and I started to feel real dizzy. So I went inside and took a shower. And then when I got out of the shower, I think my mistake was putting my flip flops on and my feet were wet, and I think I got a blister from that.
got a
I think
rub
that's
or
what
something like
happened.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I needed to put away all the trash from building the umbrella. But God, it's so painful. I don't know. Like I've had blisters before, but holy jeez, it's not like this.
Dude, were you hydrating that Saturday, Zach?
No, I wasn't. That's the problem. So
Yeah,
I was in a crisis. I was like, dude, I was trying to eat ice and everything after the fact. But yeah, so it's been interesting. Fucking was dying today. I was so tired. It was my first official day solo, and I love my mom, but gosh, she came over today to help take Vivi to gymnastics, and oh my god, that was very stressful. It was very, very stressful. I you know, she means well, but like she came in and it was like, well, this is dirty, you got this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, woman. Like I almost had to ask her to leave because it was really stressing me out. I was like, I'd rather just take her to gymnastics myself if you're gonna be, you know, acting like this. But
Being a
once she
mom?
came, well, a little bit more than that, but when we got back, or when she got back rather, she's like, "Well, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit because your dad's friends are over." And so she actually helped me move both my detox to here, so the room is almost done. This isn't the desk I'm going to use permanently, but for now, this will be kind of how the room looks. It'll actually be a little bit more elegant once I get the right desktop, so I can move everything in just a little bit. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass. Like I couldn't walk. It's like falling asleep at work. It was
It's brutal,
tough.
man. I know
It
another.
was tough. And like this week, Vivi's had this kind of weird thing going on, and we had to take her to the doctor. And I don't know, I was just kind of stressed about that all week, so I hadn't really been sleeping. And fortunately, the doctor said everything was fine. But yeah, it was. Boy, it's been a week. I'm so exhausted. So glad that Victoria comes home on Friday. Can't wait. But yeah, we do have a listener. Oh, that's a request. Get some feedback from you guys. So this listener sent me this message, and boy, I told him to like shorten it down, but he fucking wrote a damn novel. So we'll talk about this because he wanted to get some advice. I already gave him some advice, but he wants to double check with you guys. Okay. So let's see. He like wrote me his life story. So,
Wow.
let's see. So at the end of March, I purchased a custom 1/6 scale figure for $400. Let me just shorten this stuff. Oh my god, sorry. Let me shorten this story here. So initially, he was quoted a price of $800 and he declined. And then a few days later, the seller contacted him again and offered a large discount because he wanted to purchase a car and move. And so I guess he was saying that he had missed out on the Ambara arc and he thought that he was going to purchase this one. And so he did go through with the purchase for $400 using PayPal goods and services. The figure took 3 weeks to arrive, and it arrived damaged. The rangefinder was snapped off, the right holster was unglued, and he contacted the seller immediately, who responded nonchalantly. Initially, I wasn't too concerned as I believed I could fix the issues with super glue. However, a month later, the rangefinder broke again, part of the belt snapped, and the body, which was not a Hot Toys body, which it was advertised as using a real Hot Toys body, was unstable, and the hands kept falling out of the sockets. He said due to personal circumstances, he had a little bit of a delay in addressing these issues with the seller, and he had asked me for some advice. Let's see, going forward. So he did file the claim with PayPal. Now, his issue is that he has 2 other helmets, 1/6 scale helmets with the seller, and he's worried about retaliation. But since these first ones have come back kind of not so great, the first order came back not so great, he's kind of worried about that. Now the seller, once he filed the claim, kind of wrote back and was like, hey, like, I don't have the money to pay you back. Like, it's going to put a huge financial burden on me if you file this claim. And the seller wants him to return the figure so that it can be repaired. And the concern that I had, so that's kind of the message. It actually wasn't that bad. The concern that I had was, one, you're at, I think PayPal changed it, so it's like 90 days now instead of 180 days. So he's at like 60 plus days. And so if this repair takes more than 30 days, he's SOL. 2, there's no guarantee it's going to be fixed, even if he sends it back. And 3, I think there's always that worry of retaliation of like, you know, the next products that you get in won't come in as advertised. And so I was like, look, it sucks that this guy's in a bad spot, but at the end of the day, like, it's like he didn't deliver on what he promised, and also like that's really not your problem that he's, you know, down bad right now.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, like, the way that PayPal works, like, PayPal will get your money back and then they'll go after this guy for the money. So it's regardless if the guy does or doesn't have the money, he's going to be made whole again if he wins the claim. It doesn't matter if the seller doesn't have the money to repay that refund. So they wanted to know what you guys thought of this situation, if if you guys think the going through with the claim was a good idea, if you would not have gone through the claim, if you would have filed it, because he filed the claim as well for the other commissions, just to basically say like, look, I'm done with this. I just want all my money back. And I don't know if you paid those in full or partial, but I think at the moment, I think the clone was 400. And I think the helmets were 150. So it's about 550 tied up at the moment. So Dean,
$550.
your sage wisdom, what would you say? WWD.
Put another
what
claim
would
on top
Dean
of that.
dream?
What the fuck?
What would Dean do?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, if he's offering to fix it and make it right, I mean, is this like a legit seller? Was he recommended? Is it just some guy?
I don't know the full context. I think he said that. Let's see. So he said that. I don't know if this is the user. I don't want to say it just yet. But this user, I think, was either selling these at a convention or was posting that he was going to be at a convention, and then showed off his figures. So I don't know the full context of that.
So let's just say it's like a somebody who does this for, I don't know, a living, but they do this often. They have a reputation of being a business, a legitimate business. I would almost, if you're at 60 days, you still have a month to file your claim.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, bro, you got a month is what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
30 days?
Yeah,
31
so
days?
yeah, depending on the month,
Is it a leap year?
Is it a leap year? Yeah.
right? It's like you got, let's just say it's 4 weeks. You have 3 weeks to fix it and get it back to me. And if it's not back on the third week, I'm filing the claim.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough time for me to recoup that and trust that you're going to,
I think also part of the reservation, I think that's a good point, but part of the reservation is as well as like the figure came broke and then more things broke as like a very short amount of time went on. So like, let's say 3 weeks he gets it back, and then 2 weeks after that, which is now 5 weeks past the period, more shit starts falling apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
I think that's also something to consider. But that's a good point. That's a good point. What do you think, John?
I would. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but it's a lot of money to be playing with. He shouldn't have spent. He didn't have the money. How about if he didn't sell the figures? You shouldn't be. This happened in how much of a time frame?
I think 60 days.
Oh, well, that gives enough time to spend it. No, what I would do is do the claim, offer for him to fix it, and if he fixes it accordingly, be willing to purchase it from him again. But he shouldn't be holding your money because it's just too much risk.
Oh, I like that solution. Or even like, hey, if you think you could fix it, then you can resell it on your own as well. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking thing outside the box.
Because I've been through it. I bought a statue.
through it.
I bought a statue from someone, and then I'm like, it came broken, and the guy's like, I have vet bills. I can't give you the money back. I'm like, what the fuck? I got a baseball bat. You better give me the money back. Like, because he's local. He was local.
Yeah.
We worked it out after, but still, like, what? No. I bought something from you. It didn't come as advertised. I'm not getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
As heartless as that might be.
But that's also like you're buying a custom figure. You know it's not all fucking up and up. There's glue. There's parts that don't belong. They're never going to fit right. They're never going to act right. But if it's like, hey, you said this was a genuine Hot Toys body and it's not, then
Yeah, at the beginning, it's like everything else starts to.
shit's really not going to work. So yeah, it's like, where do you draw the line of like, well, I understand it's a custom and it's not going to be okay. And well, the basis on which the foundation of this figure is fucked. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
real tough.
We're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
No, we're just too honest.
Let's see here. Chuck, what do you think?
Yeah, I really like John's idea. I think that sounds like that's what worked best. I mean, I kind of experienced something, on a smaller scale. You helped me, Zach, with that headdress I ordered from the guy in Cali. It was very detailed. You said I got a good price on it. It was for,
I would not have done that for that price, America.
I mean, it was beautiful, but it came broken, and I was freaking out because number one, I'd never bought anything like that. So I was like, well, I'd never bought something 3D printed from some guy in Cali. And I was like, it was a risk. It was a tiny piece that broke. But you were like, no, I think we can fix it. But me and the guy had talked before, and he goes, look, if you ship it back, I can fix it. But he also the first thing he suggested was that I try to fix it myself, because he said it was an easy fix. And of course, thanks to you, I mean, like, it was fixed to my satisfaction, and then we left it at that. But it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth where I was like, I might not order from that guy again. You know what I mean?
Did you get a refund or not at all?
No, 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 no. Once I
Oh, I thought you got a partial refund.
I don't even think he even followed up with me to see like, hey, did it work out? It just once it was fixed, I was like relieved, but it also soured me on like, oh, I don't know that I would do that again. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that you like exactly like Dean said, there's a risk involved in knowing that what you're buying and it's coming from a person, and they may have printed it themselves, and you don't know what's going on if they're in the rush for cash. And but it sounds like this guy experienced a lot of other things, like he noticed a lot of other things that seemed out of sorts. And so I don't know, man. I would, if I was him, I think my initial reaction would have been like, you know what, I'm out on the other stuff, I just want my money back, and let's I'll ship your thing back or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Classy. What's the classy way to handle the situation?
Well, I kind of had a similar type of well, not exactly similar, but I had a situation where I had several auctions that I won from a particular seller, and one of them, I forget the exact circumstances, but the seller became unresponsive to me, and so what I did, I noticed that I was trying to get a refund on something, but it was past the 90. I think it was like one of those pre-orders, and the seller never followed through with it when it was out there. And I kept saying, well, listen, I contacted the manufacturer, and they said they have already released this figure, so I know that it's out there for sale, that is out there and is active in the community. So where's mine? And they kind of hemmed and hawed, but I was already past the 90 days for eBay, and I was also past the 180 days for PayPal. So I couldn't get that one. So what I did for all of the rest of the ones I had there that had not come in, but it was and they were one of those sellers that on the pre-orders, what they do is that they send you an envelope with a little message in there stating, this is just acknowledgement that you have ordered from us, so that they can say that they actually fulfilled it, and then they marked it as fulfilled. So because it had already expired past the 90 days, I couldn't even leave feedback to warn other sellers. So I went in there and I said, well, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to get rid of all these other active ones that have not yet gotten to 90 days and make sure I get my money back. So I started canceling. You know what that seller did? They blocked me.
Wow.
So I couldn't even send messages to them. They had it blocked where I could not message them. I could not do anything. So what I did is I created another profile and I copied all the correspondence.
Wow.
And I went in there and said, these are all the correspondences that you sent me. You blocked me. And then I notified PayPal. I notified eBay. And that was during the pandemic where they did that funky thing where they wouldn't connect you to a real person. They make you go through through their voicemail system. So I couldn't even get them because it used to be I was on their concierge service, so I was supposed to get a real person that I could deal with. That didn't happen. So I lost out from that particular seller, I think I lost out on about, in total figures that were already past the time where I could do anything, I lost out on probably over $1,000 worth of merchandise. So I like John's idea about sending it back and say, listen, give me my money back, and then if you can fix it and sell it, go ahead and do you. But I want my money back because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if the seller is not willing or able to fulfill their auction, they're supposed to pay you back. And I've been noticing lately that eBay has not been. That's why I have decided to kind of limit and or restrict the amount of things that I purchase from eBay unless chargeback. Musashi, I might have to contact you because I mean
Damn, he blew his mind.
I'm talking about way, way back. So I don't know how far back the Visa people will go, but I will definitely check into the credit card directly. That's a good idea. But yeah, and I've been finding that eBay has not been supporting the sellers like they used to. I mean the buyers, like they
yeah.
used to. Yeah, and it used to be you could get a good shake from that, but now they're just kind of like it's a wild west. If you get it, you get it. So if it's like over, if they don't have at least a 99 or 98%, and I look for those negative ones and see what the circumstances are, I don't touch them if it's over $50. If it's like a nice little cheap thing, like I need some special glue or something like that, I'm all right with that. But expensive
Yeah.
items, I don't buy on eBay anymore.
Smart man.
I've
Smart
never
man,
bought
Thomas.
anything off of eBay.
Really?
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't trust it.
Dude, I love eBay.
Yeah, I've had
I
mostly
love
good
eBay.
experiences too.
Actually, that's a
Yeah.
lie. When I was a kid, remember those Austin Powers figures I had?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I think my mom bought those off of eBay.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah, eBay's not quite the same. I've had bad experiences with eBay and what's that? What's the other one?
Mercari.
Yeah,
Macari, yeah.
yeah. I've had things where where I would sit down there and buy the item. They would say they sent it. Then I get another message back saying, "Oh, sorry, we're out of stock." And then eventually I get my money back. I said, you suck. I mean,
I gotta show you all this. Actually, Lane, tell me your thoughts on this. What do you think? You think we're in the right here? I think we're in the wrong here.
Not having had to deal with a situation like this, I didn't really feel like I'm exactly experienced enough to comment. But I think,
God damn it, Lane.
well, your guys' suggestions, I think any of them would probably be a good approach because that's not okay. I usually am of the mindset, hey, whatever your problems are, I understand. But if you offer some kind of product or something, hello, Mr. Collector Joey, offer a kind of product or something, then you have to be able to follow through or don't put it, the same way. I'm very much the same way we go after in art for not having something with something that was promised for a figure, or Hot Toys, or a manufacturer of a statue for having the QC issues. If, something has that or whatever, you don't follow through, then you have to replace it, fix it, or do whatever. So for individuals doing customs, obviously I think it's a different situation than that with unlicensed product, but if you say you're going to have something, custom that you have available without, or like it said, would have a Hot Toy body or something and it doesn't, then I think you got to pay the piper, man. You got to probably expect for a requested refund or something, or don't offer to do customs at that time just in case.
Yeah,
where you have the money to support it.
That's why I don't do custom stuff with Zack's Wonderland. Like, very rarely, if ever. Not a big fan.
It's just
to
like
be honest.
accessories or something.
Yeah. Also, too, if
Not a big fan.
if this guy doesn't call him out, right, and maybe he's thinking to himself like, this guy's not aware of the Hot Toys body, whatever. I know I wouldn't know. I know I'm not like you guys that would be aware of something like that. So maybe his thought is like, well, if the guy doesn't complain, then I never hear about it. It's okay.
Well,
I pull one over on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's a clone trooper. You're not going to be taking the armor on and off. But when the armor starts breaking and you start
Right.
investigating what the fuck is going on,
Right.
then
Yeah,
it's
like,
like, bro,
oh,
you didn't even
your
do the Hot
horses.
Toys body.
Yeah.
I think
That
that's
alone-
exactly what happened. Yeah.
That alone I would be like, you know what? Like, you fucking lied to me.
Yeah.
Just you deal with not having the money because
Exactly.
I don't want the shit. But
the intention's already nefarious, so he
Right.
should be punished. You know.
but he
Murder
has
him.
2 other open orders, and it's like, do you want to
I'm
get
canceling
fucked
those.
or yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's tough. It's like, hey, if you want to make it right, that's why I was like, you have 3 weeks to make it right.
Yeah.
You know, do a proper body swap because you know I'm gonna find out and fix it proper, or I'm doing the claim. So
Dude, it's the same shit when you go to a mechanic with your vehicle, right? And they fuck it up, and then it's like they think you don't know because you're not looking under the hood because you usually don't know, and then you're like, damn, there's a rattling noise. What the fuck is that? You know? And it's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
hey man, fix my shit. You know?
that happens. Oh my god. So I used to work at a garage and we did the fleet maintenance for a cable company here in town. And there's more cars than you can imagine. So more than one company has the account, the fleet account. And it just like depends on where the driver lives or who they prefer to take their car to. So this one ex-employee was lying to the drivers that said, oh yeah, I'm still working with my guys, but I'm over here at this garage, so you could just bring your car to me. And they were none the wiser, so they're like, all right. So they would bring their car over there. And then we started getting phone calls like, hey, you guys fucked up my car. And we were like, we haven't had your car. You know, we gave everything on a schedule. We haven't seen you here in 6 months. What are you talking about? Well, so-and-so had me take it over here. I was like, that guy doesn't work here anymore. Bring your car over here to us and we'll figure it out. So they would bring their car in, and bro, all he was doing was literally taking silver spray paint and painting everything like it was new.
What?
And then charging the cable
Jesus.
company. Bro,
Like
it
crazy
turned
money.
into a whole fucking lawsuit. And the garage that guy was working at fucking fired him. And I think they lost the account. And they were like, I would have to drive by every once in a while to like check to see if there were vehicles at that location.
Yeah.
And I would have to call back with the vehicle number, like, hey, vehicle number this is over there currently, and they'd have to fucking. It was a nightmare, but yeah, dude, it's like that. It's like fucking rattle canning and pretending your fucking fake Hot Toys body is legit.
It's just an old Ken doll.
Yeah. One of those old Kenners. With the
Amigo figure from the 60s.
Damn, bro, Amigo. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Too much.
Well, I think we've almost touched them all tonight. Anyone have any last minute things they want to bring up?
I would like an update on that whenever it happens.
Yeah, I think I want to know more too, what he ultimately does, or he or she.
They, them.
They.
When the stream ends, you could give us all the cheese you can't say.
Yeah, the
Wow.
cheese, the bean and cheese.
I like that he asked Zach and then said, "Nah, let's get a second opinion."
Let me confer with
He's
the
already.
council.
Sorry, to clarify, I asked him if he wanted us to talk about After Dark. He had already filed the claims, already, but he just wanted to get you guys' opinions on it.
Oh, so he
Trust
wants to
my
make us look bad. All right, that's fine.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
it's like my buddy John said.
I was gonna say this is
No,
also
he made the right decision. Sorry.
Gotta get that gabagool.
this is supposed to be the trials and tribulations. Leave the collecting questions for the proper show, I would think, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I just had a great idea.
What's
And
that?
it's like, well, I put these shelves up here, but now I'm thinking like, if I just move this bracket over here and get longer shelves, these now become 6-foot shelves.
Ooh.
Much better than
More
2-foot
figures.
shelves. I know. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have a lot of these dragons come in. Gonna need
Bro,
some
that
bigger
fucking
shelves.
green dragon you got yesterday,
Oh,
or
yeah,
at
look,
least
I
you
showed
showed it off yesterday, is so fucking cool. Look at that
this.
thing.
Oh wow!
It's beautiful.
I like those
Yeah, that's really
translucent
cool.
wings. Those are pretty. Oh, the whole
It's
thing
a
is
emerald
translucent.
dragon. Yeah. Dude, this guy is a beast. The stats on him are wild. I
Why?
love it.
Oh,
Go on.
okay. Oh,
Well,
they put like a weird support on his chest, but it's like his. I feel like his arm would be doing fine supporting his weight, but
I think
the
it's the
material.
arm plastic might be a little more brittle than
Yeah. That makes sense.
that other plastic. Dude, like I said, Dean, check out these stats on this guy. Let's see.
Dragon stats.
What's this dragon thing you're doing?
Oh, it's for Dungeons and
It's a
Dragons.
game.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so Strength 19, Dex 20, Constitution 12, Intelligence 20, Wisdom 16, Charisma
God
18.
Does
This
it have any
doesn't seem.
legendary
This,
actions?
well, hang on. This doesn't seem right actually because it says only has 127 hit points. Let me get my book out.
Wow. Really?
Let me confirm.
John.
We're
Let
going
me-
all dork this week, this
Let
episode,
me
eh?
confirm.
John,
I
we
used
gotta-
to
we
think
gotta
the
write it there.
same thing until I
Hosting
started
stats.
playing the game, and like
No,
it
I'm-
all
yeah.
makes. It's like, oh, okay, I got it.
Here we go.
Totally got it.
Because I want to talk about
It doesn't
Dean.
get any dorkier than
About
that.
how crazy this dragon is. It's ridiculous. Here we go. Let me get my book up on my phone.
I started Berserk. Goddamn.
Oh, did you really? Reading it or
No, I'm starting with the shows.
okay?
With that
Which
1997,
Oh.
1997, like that whole 9 hour.
ones? Yeah, nice.
So- I'm right now where
Okay, here we
he joins Griffith's team. Like
yeah, with the Band of the
yeah,
Hawk.
so
Yeah.
Dude,
Band of the Hawk.
fuck yeah, John. You gotta let me know.
it's that Prime One statue with him and Casca that was shown at the next level showcase that got me into it.
Oh,
Looks so
dude,
badass.
You're gonna get there, dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sorry,
It's gonna change
sorry,
your fucking life, bro.
Zach. It was
It's still one of the most crazy scenes in like any media I think ever.
that's what I hear.
It's
All right, here we go, Dean. So, armor class 18,
Not bad.
207 hit points,
Jeez.
resistance to fire and psychic. He gets Arcana +9, Deception +9,
God,
or Deception
damn.
+9, Perception +13, Stealth +6, Dex +6, Constitution +10, Wisdom +8, Charisma +9. Challenge level 14 if you encounter him in the wild, or 15 in the lair. 3 times a day if he fails a saving throw, he can choose to succeed instead. Shift perception. The dragon can cast hallucinatory terrain requiring no spell components and using intelligence as a spellcasting ability. Spell save is DC 17. It can burrow in solid rock at half its speed, leaving a 50-foot diameter hole.
Oh my god.
Multi-attack, it does 1 bite and 2 claw attacks each action, or disorientating breath. It excels a wave of psychic dissonance in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a DC 18 intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, they take 42 damage, and until its next turn, when the creature makes an attack roll or an ability check, it must roll a d6 and reduce the total rolled by the total number rolled. On a successful save, it takes half as much. It can also cast Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Detect Dots, Dispel Magic, Invisibility, and Major Image. It can change shape. It can transform into any creature that is medium or small while retaining its game statistics.
Damn.
It can teleport to any space as a bonus action that can see within 60 feet, and that transportation is a bonus action as well.
Bro, that's fucked.
It gets 3 legendary actions every round. It can make a claw attack, a psychic step or spellcasting attack, or Emerald Embers, which takes the full 3 legendary actions. It creates a dancing mote of green flame around a creature it can see within 60 feet. The target takes a DC 17 Dex throw or takes 31 fire damage. Its lair actions, it can whisper to one creature telepathically within range. The creature must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom save throw or be charmed by the dragon. A creature charmed obeys to the best of its ability any command the dragon issues and distort perceptions. The dragon attempts to alter the perceptions of one creature it can see within its lair. They must take a DC 15 intelligence saving throw or take 22 psychic damage at disadvantage on saving throws, or it becomes invisible on initiative count 20 of the next round. And there's other abilities that it gets for the regional effects
Bro,
as you enter its lair.
I mean, just the fucking,
Someone's playing a video.
just the legendary actions alone. The fact that he gets them back is
Yeah, every turn it's a full 3 actions
it's not even
that he takes
fair.
whenever he wants.
Bro, I would not want to fucking fight this dragon.
Fortunately,
Unless I was-
they're lawful, like they're like relatively good dragons. They're not like asshole chromatic.
most
red.
dragons are assholes. That's
But the
crazy.
mini is fucking awesome, and I fucking love it so much. And that's not even,
beautiful.
that's just the adult stat. That's not even the ancient stat. The ancient stat has like 320 hit points and like way more actions.
Yeah,
Dudley the dragon was pretty good.
Dudley. He's from.
Or Doug. What was it, Dudley?
I think it was Dudley.
Maybe it was a Canadian
What's he
show.
from? No, he's from.
I know Puff, the magic dragon. That was
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm
That's the
sure you
one.
do.
That seems racial.
That does seem
I don't like the way you said that. Oh no, yeah, I don't know who Dudley is. Who is this?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
probably a Canadian show.
It is aired on YTV in Canada.
YTV, fuck me, that was so. Oh my god,
Who am I thinking of? What was that?
that's
The
like
dragon
childhood
with,
right
like, the
there.
hair.
I used to like HR Puff and stuff.
HR Puff and stuff.
I don't know
You never
what
heard
the
of
hell
HR
that
Puff and
is.
stuff?
Nope.
Sid and Marty Croft.
Never heard of that, buddy.
This guy.
What? Oh, that might be way. That was from like that was in the 70s.
Who was this?
HR Puff and stuff. Who's your friend when things get rough?
Oh, Pete's Dragon, Elliot. From the 70s.
I
remember
can't
that
believe y'all have never heard of HR Puff and stuff.
Wow. I might have to go to this Home Depot tomorrow. I'm just thinking about how beautiful these 6-foot shelves would be. Can't stop thinking about it. Let me measure. What is?
one. HR
Anyways.
Puff and stuff.
Yeah.
I know the
Yeah,
name,
what
but
is-
I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Oh, 1969. Wow.
Okay.
Some people say that was a good year.
Looks like Zach's ghost hunting over there. He's got the ghost hunting app up.
Perfect, bro. Perfect, dude. I'm gonna fucking I might buy these shelves tomorrow. If anyone wants to help me install them, let me know.
The
Anyways.
second those shelves are installed, I'm coming over.
What the hell? You've said this before.
I'll go if
dare
Dean
you.
goes.
What the hell? So I need someone to help me. I can't do this
If
on
Chuck
my
goes,
own.
I'll go.
What the hell?
I'm
Zach,
the
you're like
shortest
the
guy
Mexican-
here.
You're like the Mexican Holmes on Holmes. What do you mean you need help? You don't need no help.
What the hell? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You could stand on your desk. What do
Don't you
mean?
know the Holmes
Are
guy?
you kidding me? This
Yeah,
just says
oh,
IKEA.
yeah.
Can't fit my fat
Today's
ass.
one day. Today's one day, Chuck. I wish I had a beer. He always asks me, "Do you have a beer?" I wish today. I wish I had one. I know. Fucking black coffee.
I'll drink one for you, Jack. Abe, I know Abe's in the chat. Abe, were you drinking a beer last week? It looked like you were to me, but I couldn't
I
tell.
wish I'd go for a beer right now.
I only ever have tea.
Dope, bro.
I think I usually ask if it
Maybe
looks like you're
so.
drinking. If you're like, are you drinking a beer?
Yeah. It's usually water. Yeah.
I stopped
know, I-
drinking sweet tea about 3 weeks ago.
Sweet tea's dangerous.
Good for you. Good for you.
But what? Now you're back, Dean, or what? You're back on the sweet tea?
No, I just put sweetener on it, but
Oh, okay. Right on.
yeah. So I definitely feel more tired because I don't.
Yeah, the caffeine, man.
I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I have tea on me like all day. So I was going through like a ton of tea, and I was like, I need to stop drinking so much fucking tea.
Yeah, because that's what kills you is the sugar in the
Yeah,
drinks.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as
So,
bad as
like-
coffee, though, right? I mean,
So when I
heard
go
coffee is-
out, I'll get like a Diet Coke or something. But if I'm eating like the other day we had steak, I was like, I'm actually gonna drink something fucking good. So I drink actual sweet tea, but for the most
I was thinking you were gonna say like a whiskey. I was like, oh, you had some whiskey with the
No,
steak?
no, I don't. I just don't like alcohol.
Yeah, I get you.
I've never. everyone growing up, everyone's like, "Oh, you'll get the taste for it. Like you'll develop the taste for it." Never happens. I just never developed the crave for it.
I'm not a big drinker either, but a cold beer on a hot day, goddamn.
I will say that a few years ago when we did the OxCon and I had to do that wedding, we were doing like the photos because I was a groomsman, so they like keep you in the fucking sunlight for like 8 hours taking photos. And at the end of it, I was like, I just need something cold to drink. And it was a wedding, so they don't have Cokes and shit. So like all they had was beer, and I was like, fuck it. And that really was so refreshing. I was like, God damn. But honestly, I think it could have been anything, and I would have enjoyed it because I was so hot. But
Right.
it was really nice.
Someone got married at OxCon?
Not at OxCon, but
I was like, incredible.
when it was Marco, Danny, who else was in town? Zach.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark Pearson. There was a bunch of people that came into town. I don't know if it was like an OxCon, but
It was OxCon.
it was OxCon.
Wow.
But my one of my best friends was getting married like that same weekend, and I was a groomsman, so I had to do that one on that Saturday, and it was crazy.
And Dean, you invited the guys from OxCon to go to the wedding?
No, it's not my wedding. I can't invite people.
They're your
I think
plus
Well, you
20.
could get a +1. You invite
I keep
Zach.
mushing the two stories together.
Wow.
When did you guys
Let
meet?
me before we end. I want to watch this one video with you guys. We used to watch videos a lot. We don't do that much anymore. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Senator Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
What the hell is this?
You'll get it. Hold on.
What?
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license. Oh
That's the greatest video I've ever seen.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
no! I'm
attorney's
looking
like,
at his
yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended, and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Oh my god.
Even the judge is like, bro, what?
He's like, oh, I fucked up.
I'm not driving. This is my green screen.
Bro, they were all trying not to laugh.
That one lady that's covering her mouth, dude. That lady, the blonde lady, dude.
Hello?
Is it me?
They're all
you're
just
looking
1
speechless.
minute,
for?
Mr. Harris.
They're all just
Mr.
like,
Harris,
Jesus.
you just keep your mouth shut, please, Mr. Harris.
Bro couldn't have called in 2 minutes later, like. Oh man.
Oh well.
Right? Like, put the car in park and get
I
out
don't
and
even know
pretend
why
like
he
you're
would do
walking.
that. So, defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Can I drive there?
He can't believe it. Judge Simpson made up his
Thank you.
mind the minute he saw him driving. He was like, "You're done, buddy. Cooked.
Yeah.
Get
Or get
out of
hit with
here."
contempt of court for not showing up. Bro, just don't drive. Like, why was he driving?
Why are you driving when you call into court? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
I just
Oh.
must have. I was honestly just surprised where he's like somewhere else, not actually in the court. I haven't seen that because that's something. You
Yeah, they
can
do
see
that now. You could do virtual court, but what an idiot!
I
What a fucking
well,
dingus.
I just
Anyways,
liked how his mouth
go
was
ahead.
just like, oops.
Just even the judge was like,
He
He's like, what
couldn't
am I
believe what he
doing?
was seeing.
Abe
His
says,
wife
I'm
was
in a
made
Tesla,
up.
sir. Elon is driving.
It's not bad.
Oh,
That's not bad.
man. There you go. Anyways, all right. Love you guys. Have fun. Sorry for getting started a little late. John, I think you have an unboxing to go to, so be sure to check out John's unboxing.
Yeah, we're doing a late one.
There we go. We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Later, everyone.
Peace.
Bye.